There is something in the water in Maine that just keeps people coming back for more. Whether you want to walk on the beach or boat on a lake, the water just has this way of drawing people in.
But there's a lot lurking below the surface that's not so pleasant. The Gulf of Maine Council on the Marine Environment says there are more than 2,000 sources of contamination in the region. And some of the biggest problems come from sewage. Welcome to News Center Maine at 5:30, everybody. I'm Zach Blanchard.
And I'm Chris Costa. Thanks for joining us. Those visiting the town of Wells over the last few weeks have encountered multiple beach closures because of a break in a sewer line in the harbor there.
Officials say they've been testing and have not found any threat to public health connected to those leaks. But with a number of breaks on the same line in recent weeks, it's causing problems for the town and business. News Center Maine's Sean Stackhouse has more.
On a hot, sunny morning in Wells, people are on the beach, but not in the water.
The pipe is floating enough so that boats occasionally are hitting it and causing the joints to break.
Tuesday morning, beachgoers in Wells Harbor met with this sign: no swimming, no water activities, after a sewer line that runs through the harbor was struck for a third time this month.
And at one time, it was beneath the floor of the harbor, and over time the sand is washed away and the pipe is floating.
The line was originally installed in the 70s, and the anchoring has corroded over time. To address concerns, town officials have added new moorings in the harbor to direct boaters where to go to avoid yet another hit.
Red ones and green ones on the other side. We'd like the boats to pass through them.
Wells interim town manager Bill Giroux says they're in contact with state agencies, and sewer district crews have quickly repaired all breaks to prevent contamination.
None of the tests met the hazardous standard.
Outer beaches on the ocean remained open, but the harbor has been closed 3 times from the recent breaks, leaving some businesses missing out on big revenue.
When you have a seasonal business, you do not get that on the end.
Brandy McCurry runs Webb Hannon Riverboat Yard with her husband. With ever-changing closures, they've missed out on kayak rentals during some of the busiest weekends of the year.
We lose revenue because we can't rent the kayaks, but also, there's like a public opinion of Maine's clean waterways and how beautiful it is here and how clean it is and how safe it is. And so people start to lose faith in that, especially when it's happened multiple times.
McCurry adds she appreciates how quickly the town's addressed the leaks. The Wells Sewer District does plan to replace the pipe this fall, but are trying to accelerate the project. In the meantime, unless you see one of these signs, officials say it's now safe to swim. In Wells, Sean Stackhouse, News Center, Maine.